All right.
Think about it.
Hey,
I want you to know my husband's out in Saudi Arabia, and we got a memo last week from Distributed from the Pay, and you've got to get a kick out of this one. It says, effective the 22nd of August, 1990, the per diem and basic allowance for substance will terminate. However, members will continue to get paid this allowance. Upon members' return, BAS per diem will be deducted from members' travel claim. Spouses are encouraged not to spend this allowance. If not, the servicemen will have to pay it back. That's about $1,000 that they'll end up paying back to the military. And that per diem and BAS is for their food. If they're married and everything, they figure that's about $174 a month is what they have to pay feed them. And I know my husband doesn't eat $174 worth of food.
Now, wait a minute. Your husband has to pay the Army for being in Saudi Arabia for his living provisions?
Isn't that a kicker?
Be all that you can be, broke in the Army. How about that, huh?
My.
Is this something new, or have we always had to do this during a possible wartime? Or,
I don't know.
Since this is not war, is this the reason why we have to... Maybe somebody can fill us in on why the Army has to pay for their provisions, huh?
Maybe it's to cover the price of Evian water.
I should... really, Zephyr Hills bottled water. Doggone. I should have given these guys my travel agent's name. They could have charged them twice as much, and at least they would have felt better while they were... Anyway, it's 7:43 here at your Q Morning Zoo, and partly sunny, hot, and humid. A few afternoon and evening thunder showers, and how about 94 degrees? Time for our birthday list after a little bit of traffic. And with traffic is Nancy Alexander.
Remember when they told us that third lane on Del Mary was going to change our lives? They were just missing with our minds. A real American knows it's never too early to think about pizza. That's why we want you to check out Pizza Hut's new $4 deal. Buy one medium pizza at regular price. And get up to 4 more medium pizzas for just $4
And get extra garlic on it, too.
And this ain't the Army. You don't have to pay them back. I'm Nancy in the Sky with traffic for the Tire Kingdom Go Patrol.
It costs extra for delivery, by the way, when you're in the Army, especially in Saudi Arabia from Tampa. 7:44, 16 minutes away from 8 o'clock. Cathal Kemphy is with us today. She's with Jones Intercable's Public Access Center. Cathal Kemphy. It's going to ring like Igwe Buike. It's a nice name. And she's also here to help us read our birthday list this morning. Who you get on the list this morning?
Happy birthday to Alan Christopher, and a belated to his mom, Tammy. Darcy Atkins, 27. Pat Bailey, 40 and holding. And Carol Morris.
Happy birthday as well to John Filaretu, who is 15 years old today. Alan Burlow, Phyllis Toohey, a belated to Brian Sanchez and to Julie Sanchez as well, with love from your granny. Sam Austin is celebrating, and Michael Belmonte, a happy 7th with love from your mom and dad and the rest of the kids.
And all you got to do to send those birthdays in to us is put a stamp on the envelope, and be sure to put the birth date, the name of the person having the birthday, all that pertinent information to us, instead of like, my husband is having a birthday, could you please announce it? We don't know who your husband is or what date it is. That's 5510 Gray Street, Tampa, 33609. You think I'm kidding. We get those all the time.
And a nice bonus about doing it right is we have a drawing from those correct entries every week, and some lucky celebrant gets dinner for 2 at the Outback Steakhouse closest to them.
See, it's worth it. We make it all worth it for you. We pay you off. 7:46 here at your Good Morning Zoo. Cathal Kemphy is with the Jones Intercable Public Access Center. First of all, tell us morons out here, what public access TV is. A lot of people don't know it exists, you know.
Right. We teach people how to use video equipment to make their own programs. Then we provide the equipment and the technical assistance and channel space so their programs can be seen on cable television throughout the county.
So you can, like, try out, I guess, get on-the-job training for trying out for America's Home Videos or something, huh?
Yeah.
If you wanted to. Maybe you can have a show after you learn the equipment that teaches people how to make a film for America's Funniest Home Videos.
Right.
I mean, that's possible,
you can have
isn't
any
it,
kind
right?
of program you want to have.
Literally. Now, we're not making fun of this. These are the possibilities here. And, of course, Public Access TV has 3 sources of funding. Jones Intercable, the City of Tampa, and Hillsborough County. But recently something has happened in Hillsborough County, right?
Right. For the past 2 years, we've been receiving franchise fees from the county, and this has enabled us to provide services to county residents. Today, they're having a budget hearing. They're looking at how they're going to spend their county franchise fees, and it looks like we may not get enough money to provide the same level of service we have been providing in the past.
So, what does this money go for? If they don't provide the money they were providing last year, where does the money go for? What does it go for?
Well, they'll probably build up their government access operation.
Oh, okay. Which means what?
We'll have more government meetings on television.
I see. Okay. Now, and this is not going to the Performing Arts Center, perhaps?
Not this year. That's what happened to it last year.
Okay. You mean the one that we didn't vote for in the first place? Okay. All right. Just wondered. So the hearing is being held by the County Commission this morning at 10 o'clock, and the public is invited to this?
That's right.
Okay. If you like public access programming, if you enjoy it, if you want to participate in it, whatever you want to support it, then by all means be there. Or for information, call 254-1687. I got to ask you something now. Is the public allowed to vote on public access?
No.
They're not.
No.
Then why do they call it public access? Don't mean to put you on the spot. I just often wondered that. If they don't have any participation in the hearings, how it is they get to be a part of it. Hey, I got to ask another question, too. If anybody can have public access on your cable channels and you get a good excuse for programming, do you pick out the times for them for this?
Pretty much they can choose their own times if somebody else doesn't have it already. We have a 13-week season, so they can apply for a time slot for the following season.
So you do have a length of time that people can apply for airtime on a continuous basis.
Right.
Huh?
A 13-week
So what happens at the end of 13 weeks? Does somebody relinquish their airtime to somebody else? Or
if a new person has requested their airtime, they can get it. Otherwise, they can renew and have the same time slot.
That's very good. Okay, well, any other questions you might have, like I had right there, call Campo. How do you pronounce your name?
Capo, yeah.
Capo Kempy. There you go. And the number is 254-1687. Appreciate you being on this morning. Help us out with our birthday list, all right?
Thank you, Wheeler.
Bye-bye.
Good morning, sports fans. I'm Biff Barnes, QZoo Sports. The big story. Tennis, U.S. Open. Stefan Edberg, backhanded. Boom! He's out of here. Alexander Volkov savors victory. Who's next? Martina? Football. Buckville. Sean Lee. Toodles. Thanks for playing. Meanwhile, old man John Kennedy gets starting job. Now let's do something about that colostomy bag. Baseball. Brewers. Yes. Yankees. Yes. Twins. Oh, my, oh, my. National League. San Diego Padres. Joke. Bowling. Get real. Don't forget, for all the Buccaneer action tomorrow, just cue it. I'm Biff Barnes, QZoo Sports.
If you're thinking of buying a new car this week, use only as directed.
Working for a living, working men and women, working day and night, working's alright, but music's better for you, fun will never bore you. Take the radio to work with Cleveland and the Zoo.
Another Q105 stick up today at 1 o'clock at Checkers, 6605 14th Street West in Bradenton. We got pre-Q shirts, free fries, yellow ribbons to show our support for our troops, and 105 minutes of it all. Register to win the Clearwater Mitsubishi Eclipse to be given away tomorrow. Don't forget 7:15 is the time, right here at this very same time and place. In Iraq, they play this over the loudspeaker to their sheep. It says 7:48 at your Q Morning Zoo, and it's 76 degrees, 82 in St. Petersburg, Clearburg, and we're excited about the weather. Attending in Nixon Bay 7 today, and obviously the lady who called up, now I say obviously because I got the scoop here from someone who knows, but this pay situation with the military, while you're over in Iraq, you have to, if you get an allowance for living off base, which you otherwise would have spent to live on base. Am I getting this backwards or frontwards? I don't know. Anyway, is taken from you because you are no longer at home, and the government's having to take care of you. And obviously this has gone on for quite some time, and I guess that she and her husband, before he joined the military, did not read the fine print. and a little employment contract that Uncle Sam has for you there. Yeah. Okay, now what's the scoop on this?
When a GI is married and living off post, that's his substance allowance. Instead of costing the government for barracks and food, he's not in the barracks or eating government food. They give him an allowance that he would have spent, or they would have spent on him. But now that he's back in the barracks and eating in the mess hall, he's no longer qualified for the allowance.
I see. I guess she's questioning the amount of dollars involved, that he can't eat $174 a week.
It's not just food. It's room and board.
Oh, so it's nifty-looking clothes they get to wear, too, I guess. Huh?
Yeah.
Thanks a lot. And that 20-ounce filet mignon he's probably eating every night, of course, condensed to a 1-ounce can of K-Rations. 7:59 right here at your Q Morning Zoo.
Gainesville in the grip of terror. It's 8 o'clock. Good morning. I'm Pat Brooks, Q105 News. Police are looking for a possible serial killer or killers wreaking havoc in Gainesville, where the bodies of 5 college students have been found. The murders appear to be the work of the same person or people. Tampa at 76. This is WRBQ-FM Tampa, WRBQ-AM St. Petersburg. I'm Pat Brooks, and you're up to date on the new Q105.
Hi, this is Melissa, owner of Grooming Dells on North Florida Avenue. Let's zoom into the Q Morning Zoo, featuring the shaggy DAs of City Heat, plus plenty of chances to win, and Sherry Southmaid reporting live from the doghouse. And now, the best groomed show host in America. He's been bathed, dipped, and is ready to go. Cleveland Wheeler!
The date, September 6th. The place, Los Angeles. The event, the MTV Video Music Awards. Madonna, MC Hammer, Paula Abdul, Depeche Mode, Janet Jackson. Beginning Friday at noon, when you hear the Q Touchtones, you'll win a cassette 6-pack of the hottest nominated artists. Then Q105 will jet 2 lucky winners to LA to rub elbows with a star. The MTV Video Music Awards from the new Q105.
All I have to do is think of you and something happens to me.
12 minutes past 8 o'clock, right here at your Q Morning Zoo. Cleveland, we are on the radio here with Decoded by Doze. And Michael Jackson is 32 years old today, having a birthday. Well, most of his parts are 32 anyway. 32 years old. Our Wednesday pet of the day is from Pasco County Animal Control. It's Peace, P-E-A-C-E, an appropriate name for a nice pet to have right now. A nice wish, huh? A female white Spitz, who is 1.5 years old. The opportunity to get this animal right now is at the Pasco Animal Control at 996-4404. The adoption fee for Peace is $30, and we'll go toward having her spayed. Right?
In spite of the name, Spitzes are nice dogs.
Exactly. It's hard to say right now. It's dangerous for me to say that right now, this kind of condition. By the way, we're going to talk about Sinead O'Connor in a couple of seconds by popular demand. Folks want us to talk about that. I don't know why. You got to have an opinion on something these days. I just my only opinion is it's really who cares. I don't have to buy a ticket to go to a concert, and so we don't have to support her. I mean, she earns her money from us, so the decision should already be made in your mind if that's really important to you. However, we'll discuss it. Yeah, Pat George has got some traffic.